today we're going to be doing one of these little gingerbread. Now this is supposed to be a gingerbread man, but I wanted to show you the picture that came with this kit. You see this? It looks like a little girl and it has this little skirt in the front. I just think that is adorable. So we're going to do this. It's not going to look exactly like this, but I just love this idea. So we're going to make it a gingerbread lady. Alright, so let's get started. So this is what we're going to use. I have this white snowball mesh, and I just think this is so adorable with this kit. So we're just going to do the regular poof method with this, and then we will add some ribbons. We'll add our little gingerbread person. It's going to be fun. Alright, so I'm just going to, now I have a work wreath today that I'm going to be using, and it is in the burlap color because of course that kind of matches our little gingerbread lady. So I am going to start on the bottom. So I'm going to open up all the ties on the bottom like this. There we go. Alright. Then I'm just going to take this mesh, and what we're going to do is we're going to bunch it up just like this. Get our little bunched up piece. Take a zip tie, and I want to zip tie it right at the beginning of one of these ties. And the reason I do that is because when I finish back out here, it just is a nice seamless way to do it. Okay, so let's clip that off. There we go. Now I like to do mine about 10 inches, and I do these just pulling it out by hand because I know how far that is. So I say 1, 2, 3, and about this is about 10 inches. So I'll just put that down. I'm going to tie it one good time and fluff it out. Now I'm going to say, I get this question all the time. So can you use the 10 inch to do this? Yes, you can. You can do that. Your little poofs won't be quite as big, but I would do the same way. I would just do about 10 inch poofs. So 1, 2, 3. And the reason I do this is because I just don't have the patience to sit here and measure each time. 2, 3. This just works for me. If you need to measure it, feel free to do that. Or you could just do like me and just kind of pull it out. One of the fun things and one of the pretty things about wreaths is that they're all slightly different and they're not perfect. You don't want perfect. Perfect is not fun. Okay. So I'm just going to go all the way around doing this. And I just fluff it out as I go. Okay, now we're back to where we started. So, now we're going to go from the bottom to the top. Now the way that I like to do this is I just take my mesh right here and I will go right up to the top like this, and I will just use a little zip tie and tie it down. That will keep it in place. Okay. Trim this off and push it around back. Alright, so I'll just do the same process on the top. I will take a second to kind of pull out my ties so I don't have to do that while I'm going around. Now if you need to make your own, because you don't use work wreaths, generally there are 10 on the bottom and 8 on the top. And you just pick a point, put your pipe cleaner down, and then after you've tied it down, push it over, and that's where you put your next one. That works out really well. And that is really pretty much the same way that the people who make the work wreaths do. Same process. Okay? Isn't that pretty? Okay. I will tie this one off, and then all we have to do is cut off and hide our little piece. So I will cut off this last little piece. Well, I want a couple inches. And then I'll just take another zip tie. And I'll take this piece that I cut off, I will push it through my base, go on the back, and tie this down to the frame. That'll just keep that piece hidden. Okay. There we go. So this is really an easy, very easy method to do. And it's quick and it's full, and it really makes a pretty base for something like this. I love this. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our head not quite at the very top of the wreath, but pretty close. We're going to put our little legs coming out at the bottom like this, and our little arms out to the side like this. So that's the way it's going to look. So what we're going to do is we are going to take some of this, isn't this pretty? So this is the red with the snowball. I also have this red and white striped, and I thought either one of these would be really cute, so just to give you a different idea. You could also do pink. That would be really cute. You can get this snowball in the pink. That would really be cute too, because it would match her little cheeks. But what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and tie in our little lady so that we know where we're going to put our little skirt, and then we'll put some little ribbons. We'll put a little bow on her. So let's get started. So these kits, when you get these kits, they come with the little wires already attached, which is very helpful. And so what I'll do is I will push the wires through my base, and I will use the pipe cleaner, or if I'm using a work wreath, I will use that just to tie it in a little bit more. So I'll do the same thing over here. Okay. Cute. Alright, so now let's do the arms. And then I'll flip it over and we'll tie it all in together. So I want the arms to be here. So I'll just kind of tie my little pieces around it. There. And the same over here. I'll flip it over and I'll show you where we're going to tie it in. Okay. Alright. So now I'll flip this over and you can see the little pieces here, 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 and here. So I will just take this and I will twist this around my frame and make sure that no sharp pieces are sticking up. But this will keep it in place and it will make it very secure to our frame. Okay, there we go. So I'm just tying this around. That's it. This part is very easy. All you have to do is just tie the wire around your frame. And then it's tied down really well. See, that's what it looks like right now. Okay, so now I'm going to take her head and I want to figure out exactly where I want to put her head. But first, I want to do a little bit of her skirt so that I can make sure I have the head in the right place. Okay, so we're going to make the skirt. And I have a choice between the red with the white snowball or the red and white striped. Now, I was going to do with this one, but now that I look at it, I like this better. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut 20 inches. Like this. Then I am going to get a pipe cleaner ready. So I'll be using white, and I'm going to do just like a regular ruffle, so the way that it wants to lay flat. And I just take my fingers, hold the end, and just go up. Just like this. And I want to make almost like a bow tie. Well, this is almost like a pinwheel. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this top piece and I'm going to kind of twist it around like this because I want both pieces to be facing the same direction. Kind of like you do when you're making a petal. So then I'm going to take my pipe cleaner. I'm going to twist it really tight because I don't want that to turn back to the wrong way. So what we're going to do is we're going to take it and we're going to tie a bunch of these like a skirt all the way across here. So I wanted to see, and we may do 2 layers of the skirt. So one here and one under here. But I think our head's in a good place. So I'll just go ahead and tie this down. I'm just going to do the same thing I did with the legs and the hand. I'm just going to push it through to the frame. See, there's one up here. And there's ones on both sides. So, I'm just going to tie it down. Right now I'm just going to tie it down with my little ties here. Okay. Now, so I am going to make a bunch of these. And I'll show you how to do it one more time. So just take my 10, and this is 10 inch, and I'm just going to cut it at 20 inches. Okay, and if you're wondering, this is double foil. It looks a little different. It's double foil mesh. I'm just going to make a regular ruffle with it, like that. Then I'm going to take the top and twist it so that both pieces are going down. Then I'll just take one of my pipe cleaners and go in the back. I'm going to hold it like this. I'm going to twist it real tight. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make several of these. And then when I come back, we'll tie them on. So I'll be back shortly. Okay, so now that all of the skirt's on, see how cute that is? Now we're going to, and I've gotten a bunch of ribbon cut. I want to put the ribbon around, and I want to make the little bow for up here. So I'll just take my ribbon, and my ribbon is red and white with a little bit of green in it. And I am just going to put it around the areas that don't have skirt on them. Kind of spread the ribbon out. Okay, like this. Now this is one I am not going to put a ton of ribbon on because I don't want to distract from our little girl. Okay. So I'm not going to put any ribbon up near her head because we're going to put a bow on there. Okay. Oops. So I'm just putting my ribbon on. Okay. And when I put this ribbon down, I will go ahead and tie these off 3 times and then kind of twist these under my little ties just to finish them off. Okay. I've gotten some ribbons in. Now we need to give her a little bit of a nice little bow. So I have this really cute little candy cane. I like this. So I'm just going to make a simple bow. So I'm going to make the loops about 3 inches. So first I want to tail about 6 inches. Okay, then I'll do a 3-inch loop. Okay. Another 3-inch loop. And tail. So this is going to be pretty simple and easy bow. I'm just going to take my pipe cleaner. Oops. I lost hold of it. Okay. Alright, so I just take my pipe cleaner, make sure my bows are still good, and then just tie it off nice and tight. Okay, then I'll just cut this off, and I'm going to fold my tails over, cut away from me just to make that nice little detail like this. Okay. Then we have a nice simple little hair bow. Okay. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here. And I want to get really close to her head. I'm going to take my pipe cleaner and I'm going to tie it on to this tie right here, but it's going to look like it's sitting on her head, like this. Like she has a little bow in her hair. I like that. Okay. Like that. You see how cute that is? All right. So now we've gotten all that done. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're just going to put a little bit of some little sparkle in there. So I love to get picks like this because you can pull them apart and just kind of take pieces out. Sometimes you have to cut them apart a little bit, but that's okay. There we go. So see this little cute thing? So I'm going to put this one up here. Now just tie it around and have it kind of coming out. I'm going to take this one and put it, oh, let's put it over here and tie it around. So these are wired. so I can tie them right around those ties. Just has a little sparkle. I have 2 more up here, so I will pull this piece out. And then we'll kind of pull it apart a little bit. This is cute. So let's put this coming out of her bow. And I'll tie this around the bottom. There we go. There. Okay, I want to put a couple little pieces over here. So I have 2 more of these cute little curlies. Okay, I'll put one here. Just tie around. And then one up here. And tie it around. There we go. There we go. Oh, she's so cute. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to hang her up, and then I'm going to show you what she looks like. But I think she is adorable. So I'll be right back. Okay, there she is, all done. So I just wanted you to see what she looks like when she's completely done. See, there's her little bow and her little skirt. So I hope you like this. Have to let me know what you thought, and make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you again soon. Thanks for watching.